Good afternoon, morning, or evening, depending on your situation. I am scoping out, hopefully, someplace to do some fall and winter camping this year. Cut down some dead trees to clear out. It's too bad I couldn't make that thing work. It's really in rough shape though. The floor is bad. Imagine there's probably some wildlife living underneath it. Landowner has some tractor parts in here, which is no big deal, but this would make a really cool shelter. You never know. We'll see. You can see, and it's hard to tell on video, the floor is really heaved up. But let's keep looking. Got a feeling we've had a lot of rain, and I am not quite prepared to trek in the mud with my shoes today. So we'll see how far we can get in here. It's pretty muddy, which ordinarily wouldn't be a problem, but like I said, I'm wearing my appropriate shoes. Didn't plan on stopping. I just happened to be in the neighborhood of the property and thought, well, maybe I'll take a poke in here and see what I can find for some areas to do some camping. As you can hear, it's pretty windy. I hear a tractor off in the distance too, but trying to make sure I don't get near any dead trees, because there's a lot of dead trees in here. So I want to make sure I don't get underneath any of them. There's actually tons of resources here. This is not a bad area. This is pretty flat. It's a little more open than I'd like, but this is doable. This wouldn't be a bad spot here. Like I say, tons of resources for fire. We'll see. This is a big area. This is an option. And for the amount of rain we've had, it's not terribly wet. What I may need to do is come in here sometime in the next few weeks is to come in here and decide where, or a couple places of where I want to do some camping and film some video and get some wood stacked. You can see the tracks. They ride their four-wheeler in and out of here. But it's really nice in here. But yeah, like I said, I think maybe the plan would be to pick out at least 2 and maybe even 3 spots There's some flats in there. But yeah. Let me pick out 2 or 3 spots, get it cleared out. Because I don't want to be doing it in the snow. That's for sure. There's a lot of overgrowth on the floor here in the woods. That one spot was pretty clear, but as we get in here, it gets to be a little more overgrown. So this is what I mean by, I think I'd have to come in here, get a couple spots cleaned up, leveled out, get some resources stacked and ready to go. That's new. That's, I don't know whether they cut that or this is fallen. It looks like it fell and broke. Huh. It's definitely not been here because it's going right across the trail. As you can see, there's piles of wood naturally fallen just every place. Tons and tons of wood to burn here. So absolutely no lack of resources. It's just everywhere. Really could probably burn in here for the next 5 years and never get rid of it all. Trying to find some places that are higher ground but relatively flat. There's some areas in there that would probably work. Oh, just heard a piece of tree fall just now. That's what I mean, it's windy. I'm going to try to stay away from that big old widowmaker. That needs to get cut down. That goes right over the trail almost. So my videoing is probably a little bit sporadic because I keep looking up, making sure that I'm not getting underneath something that could potentially kill me. The winds are gusting 20 to 35, 40 miles an hour. So it is fall. Well, technically today's the last day of summer, but it feels like fall. There's just so much fallen wood and trees and debris, and like I say, bring a saw and have at it, because I will have no trouble, and I'm going to be, this is private property. The only one that's going to be in here, other than maybe the landowner. These old dilapidated makeshift tree stand by the looks of it. There's a lot of big falling down there, but that's low down in there. My concern is going to be wet. This is higher on this side. This property and where it's located, it's a very soft sandy loam here. Trees come down easy, as you can see. The soil, look how sandy that is. But this is about the end of the actual trail where I can walk with what I have on my feet. Like I said, I wasn't prepared, but trees over there. Burn that. Some high ground right in here. If I could clear this area out. There's kind of high ground over there too. That's hard to tell. The phone camera is not great with depth perceptions, but yeah, so this is what I'm going to be up to. I'll be making some more videos. Like I said, I think I'm going to pick 2 or 3 spots, get them cleared out, and start piling some resources near each spot, get it level, get all the ground stuff off so I can pitch my tent. The shelter I'm going to use doesn't have a floor. It's a teepee style with no floor. So that's why I kind of want to get in here before the weather changes, before it actually snows, so I can actually see what I'm dealing with and what I'm going to be sleeping on. So that's it for now. Sit tight. I'm going to pick up my shelter later today, and I'll do another video on that when I get it. Till then, see ya.